Video posted. You didn't stream it, even though you could have.
Like, man, nobody wants to watch this game.
I'll tell you who should be streaming and isn't posted yet is those two. All right. Week 6 predictions video. JJ, he's in his game currently, will be doing it, and then LP as well. So we're going to run through our normal stuff. Might even take a peek at stats this week. Everybody's doing a good job playing their games. We've been moving at a good pace. Love to see that. And most of the league is involved in the recruiting. Got a few of y'all need to get it together. If anybody knows anyone who is interested in joining the league, make sure to let myself or another commission know, because Dean will be gone after Sunday. And then we've got 2 other users that probably are on their way out the door if they don't start playing some damn games. So just keep us posted on that. Go ahead and start off with the players of the week. We'll start with the National Defensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, Callahan Blair, Vanderbilt, 3 tackles, 1 sack, 1 pick, and 1 teddy.
If that ain't the whitest name I've ever heard in my life, and of course he goes to Vanderbilt. National Offensive Player of the Week, David Eziomune. 18 carries, 164 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. He also had 3 catches, 36 yards, and another touchdown, and a close loss for Clemson at number 6 Florida, 38-35. So we go to the ACC.
ACC, we got defensive end Jordan Ross, 5 tackles, 2 sacks again.
Nice. And again, Eziomune was the National Player of the Week. So to the Big 12.
Big 12, we got Easy Asundu, 8 tackles, 1 pick, 1 touchdown for the University of Cal.
Nice. And then we got the Colorado quarterback, Clayton Gammon. 16 of 26, 256, 3 touchdowns, 65 yards, and another touchdown. And that's a force win. Well, shit. For Dean to the Big 10.
Big 10, we got Neo Avery, defensive end with 4 tackles, 2 sacks, and a loss against Vanderbilt.
Big 10's got to do better. That can't be Player of the Week stats. Big 10 Offensive Player of the Week, 6 catches, 147 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Jordan Faison of Notre Dame. And then finally, the SEC. Callahan Blair was the National Player of the Week. And then offensively, Connor McFadden with 5 catches, 149 yards, and 3 touchdowns, and a blowout win for Tennessee at home to Ohio State. Take a brief look here at the Heisman Watch. Harlem Berry for LSU is still leading the way. It hasn't changed from last week much at all. Defensive end Jordan Ross and halfback Chris Johnson Jr. for South Carolina are second and third. Wide receiver Nitro Tuggle for Georgia at 4th, and wide receiver Y.C. Rogers from South Carolina at 5th. We go look at the top 25. It looks like they've kind of recalibrated some. I was on bye last week and jumped into the top 25. But South Carolina's number 1 at 6-0 after taking down Kentucky. I think he was number 1 last week too. LSU is 5-0 at number 2. Peso with his win over LP jumps into 3rd at 4-1. Colorado, which is Dean at 4-0 at 4th, and Penn State somehow still ranked 5th at 2-2. We got users all the way to the end of the first 12, and then we have just Mississippi State and Missouri after that. So 14 users ranked at the moment. So we go to the predictions now. Start off with the no, Auburn's not a user. He was before, but he left and replaced the team. So for each of these picks, we'll go LP, then JJ, then me. Starting off with the ACC, we have number 1 South Carolina traveling on the road to play Georgia. South Carolina is 6-0, and then Georgia is 4-1, although he hasn't really beaten anyone yet. Be a good test for Tim early.
I'm going to take South Carolina in this one. Go 42-17.
Good pick.
Yeah, I'll probably go somewhere around that. I'm going to go Savon, South Carolina to win 56-14.
Yeah, Savon takes everyone serious when he plays them, but this one specifically, I think he will focus on more because he has lost to Tim at Georgia before, but he's not going to this time. He's going to win by a lot. I'll say 45-17. Next, we have the 1-4 Clemson Tigers. That's E-Fly. Travel to Atlanta to play the 4-1 third-ranked Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. That's Peso. Polar opposite seasons for these two so far. So E-Fly needs to bounce back, and Peso wants to keep rolling.
I'm gonna go. The home. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Tech since they're at home. I think Peso gonna bounce back. He didn't really have a great offensive game against me, and I think he's gonna try to switch his game plan up, get back on track. So I'm gonna go Peso 34-28, 35-28.
Yeah, I got Pace on a close one too. I think it's gonna be a little bit more low scoring, but I'm gonna go 24-21.
I think Peso wins very close score to what you just said. I think he wins at 24-20. He'll play good defense, frustrate E-Fly. I don't think the game will be... I think E-Fly will score at the end to make it seem closer. I think Peso will lead by about 10 the whole game. Moving on to a game that's already underway, we have the 2-4 Virginia Tech Hokies traveling to Gainesville to play the 6th-ranked 5-1 Florida Gators. That is G's versus Gabe. And if we go look at the current score of that game, it is... He deleted his stream, so I'm guessing... No, there it is. Okay. It's tied 7-7 in the second quarter right now. Starting the second quarter. And it's Jesus' ball around the 50.
Wait, who's at home again?
Gabe.
Okay.
Jesus across the 50.
You take G's, man. I'm hoping he fucking turn the corner, bro. He hasn't played a lot of people at their home and had success, but I think he's trying to figure out a game plan to get over that hump. So I'm gonna take G's with the upset. I'll go 28-21.
He's driving now.
Yeah.
He's already down to the 30.
I say Gabe creates a little separation towards the end. I say Gabe wins 31-17.
I think the G's is going to have to throw at some point, and that's where he'll have the problem. But Gabe struggles to stop the run. If G's can keep running like this all game on him, I mean, he's going to be in the game. I think Gabe will win. You don't get to be 5-1 and then drop this game at home probably. So I'll say Florida wins it.
Yeah, you do.
Oh shit, maybe so. That'd be funny. It would be hilarious. I hope G's wins.
Some Dwayne type shit.
I'll take Florida to win it 35-24. All right, moving on to the Big 12. We got the Red River Shootout between the 12th-ranked Oklahoma Sooners at 3-2. That is LP. Traveling, it's not traveling to. It's the game is a neutral site in Dallas, playing the 0-5 Texas Longhorns, which is Dwayne. JJ, you're first on. Go ahead. Sorry.
Wait, what is it?
You're first on this one.
I know. Dwayne versus who?
It is LP and Dwayne, neutral site in Dallas.
Okay. I'll take LP 35-10.
Good pick. I'm going to take LP as well here. I think that his defense is going to overwhelm Dwayne, and then he's got to throw, and he's going to make mistakes, and the game's going to get out of hand. So give me Oklahoma 31-7 on the road, or in Dallas.
I don't know, but I've been getting a shitty hand dealt. Yeah. I'll go 35.
35-10. Good win. Have you lost to Dwayne yet? No, right?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so. Gotta keep that rivalry going. Next, we have the 4th-ranked Colorado Buffaloes at 4-0, traveling to Los Angeles to play the 8th-ranked USC Trojans at 3-3. This is Dean playing at Dave. Big-time game.
I'm gonna take Dave in this one and upset. He's finally slowed offense down. He's playing chess now. So I like what he's doing. But Bill Dave 28-24.
I'm gonna go. I think it's gonna be a close game and stuff, but I'm gonna go Dean 31-28.
I think it's gonna be a really close game. I like that Dave is at home. I think I'd pick Dean for sure if he was at home, but Dave being at home, it's gonna be a really close game. Dave's defense has been good lately too. I think I'm gonna go USC. I'm gonna say Dave wins it 31-28 over Colorado. Game-winning field goal. Next, we have the 2-2 Michigan Wolverines. That is V traveling to Lawrence to play the 11th ranked Kansas Jayhawks at 3-2. That is Ryan.
All right. I hadn't seen V play this season. I think we won 35-14.
Yeah, I haven't saw V yet either, but I say Ryan wins by a good amount, 45-21.
Yeah, I think Ryan wins big here. I think V, if he can run the ball, keep the game close, he's gonna have a chance. But Ryan's been playing really well. Good win last week too at home versus Dave. So I'll say Kansas wins it 42-21. Next, we have the 1-4 Texas A&M Aggies. That's Chevy traveling to Berkeley to play the 2-3 Cal Golden Bears, which is Morgue.
I'll take Cal since he's at home. We'll go 35-21.
Is Chevy versus who again?
Chevy playing at Morgue.
Man, I hope Chevy wins, but I'll take Morgan this one. 28-21.
Pick your mic, Jason.
Jason, you here?
Hello.
Oh, we can hear you now.
Okay. What's the last thing you heard me say?
After my
Yeah,
prediction,
shit,
I didn't hear you say anything.
Okay. All right. Well, shit. I said
So
that.
you ate shit for breakfast? What you said?
Yeah. Is that what I said? So Texas A&M. I think I'd love to see Chevy win, but good win last week from Morgue blowing out Dwayne. He'll build some momentum with this one and win at 31-14 at home. Next, we have the 10th ranked Tennessee Volunteers at 2-2. That's traveling to University Park to play the 5th ranked Penn State Nittany Lions, also at 2-2. That is Des. So one of these two is gonna get back in the right direction, above 500, and one of them is gonna have to rebound the rest of the season. Big time game, and probably the biggest game of the week. LP, you there?
This. Yeah, I'm gonna go this since he's at home. I don't think Dropper will be able to get all of his adjustments off. He hasn't been running the ball particularly well. And I think he'll need to establish a run to pull a win out. Go this 35-28.
I'm gonna go drop. I'm gonna go drop 31-24. I feel like I haven't saw Des beat a top SEC guy yet.
Yeah, I don't think he has. I think both these two have been a little disappointing this season and just not really playing their best the last, month or so. Tough game. I'm going to go Des because he's at home. That's about it. Drop won't be able to make his adjustments. So give me Penn State 27-24. Next, we have the 2-3 Maryland Terrapins traveling to Eugene to play the 2-2 Oregon Ducks. That's Chap playing at Reese.
Give me Chap, man. Reach out. 28. No. Reach out 24-17.
Give me Reese 28-14.
Yeah, I think Reese is getting better. You can see it. I think he wins this game very comfortably. I'll say Oregon wins it 31-14 at home. Lastly, we have the. It's not lastly, excuse me. We have the 21st ranked Missouri Tigers at 2-3. That is Mike traveling to South Bend to play the 1-5 Notre Dame Fighting Irish. This will be Dell's first game in the league. He hasn't played when he'd been on vacation. Mike with a big win that was 2 weeks ago. Mike got blown out by Twan last week.
Has Dale been playing at all?
This is his first game in the league.
I mean, like, you know, any other league?
Yeah. No, I think he was on vacation. No, he played his Madden games apparently. So yeah.
But I think this is his first college football game. I don't think he was in any other college leagues.
Yes, he's not in any other college leagues.
Who's at home?
He is over Mike.
Let me give it to him. I'm going to go 24-28.
I'm gonna go Mike in a close one. He's gonna be rusty and everything. Where's his first game? So give me Mike.
Yeah, I think it's tough to beat anyone in your first game on here. It's a little bit of an adjustment, especially because I know he's been playing Madden and it does not play the same. So I'll say Mike wins this one 35-24 over Notre Dame. 35-21 over Notre Dame. Moving on to the SEC. We have a couple games here. What's the score in your game, JJ?
Wait. 56-14.
There's nothing really to predict here. So Vanderbilt will be going to 3-3, and Kentucky going to 4-1, and extending that home winning streak to 20 games. Next, we have the 2-2 Arkansas Razorbacks playing the second-ranked 5-0 LSU Tigers. The battle for the Golden Boot between T-Lou and Chapo.
Go. Chapo. 56-7.
Yeah, I'll chop on a blowout. 49-10.
I don't think T-Lou scores. LSU wins at 52-0. And then finally, we have the 7th-ranked 4-1 Alabama Crimson Tide traveling to Oxford to play the 2-2 Ole Miss Rebels. That is Twan playing at Ike.
35-14.
Give me 31-14 Twan.
I'm going to go 38-7 Twan in this one. I think he's just got way too much firepower, and Ike has been rusty, has been playing his games. So take a brief look here at some of these stats, and then we'll call the video. Let's go to team stats. Then we'll do by conference. We'll just do a couple for each. So in the ACC, being here at week 6, we're about a little over a third of the way through the season. Top offense has been Florida, and the worst offense has been Miami. So Rob's got to pick it up a little bit there. Top passing offense has been Florida. The lowest passing offense has been E-Fly. The top rushing offense has been Savon with 967. G's is the only person even close. The rest of the conference is down in the 600s or lower. The lowest is Rob with only 158 rushing yards, which is crazy because Rob has always been a running user. So maybe that's the problem. He's got to get back to his roots. He's also averaging the lowest points at 20.4, while Gabe's averaging 41.5 per game. We'll do some defense. We'll do offense and defense for each one. So best defense in the ACC thus far has been Peso. No real surprise there. It's usually him or Savon. Only 1,263 total yards. Gabe has the best offense but the worst defense. The passing yards, Peso number 1. Delvin's giving up the most Rushing yards, G's always has a good rush defense. Only 285 yards allowed, while Clemson is giving up 649. To the Big 12. Leslie hasn't played a lot of his games, but he's given up the most yards defensively, while Dean has had the best the best defense. Passing yards, Dean's the only person under 1,000. Leslie has given up the most. Rushing yards, Dwayne only 242, but LP right there at 247. So this week, a matchup between the two best run defenses in the conference. And then, obviously, Leslie has given up a ton. Offensively, Ryan leading the way. No real surprise there. Chevy down there at the bottom. Passing yards, Dwayne has passed for the least. Only him and Chevy are below 1,000. Ryan at 1,600. Chevy's also lowest in rushing. And LP leads the conference in rushing at 518 yards. Dean averaging 46 points per game. Nobody is even close. Chevy only 13.8 points per game.
What you mean, bro? At 34.
46 and 34. That's not close.
It's close. But, I mean, I hadn't played 2 games, though.
That's
So,
true.
you know, my first, I had Jazz, and then I had to buy.
That's true.
So I didn't play with my first 2 weeks.
That's true. You still play one more game than he has, though. Big Ten. Offensively, V, the least amount of yards at 1256. Dell has been getting, he hasn't played any games, so that is insane that Jazz currently has the most offensive yards in the conference. Best pass defense is Des, although Oregon's been pretty good too. Worst has been Jazz and Chap. That's insane. Mike has allowed 91 rushing yards total through 5 games. He's definitely on pace to break that record if he can stay at that. The most allowed by Des at 540. Really uncharacteristic there. He's had a tough schedule. Jazz is only 16 points per game. Hayden's next. Wow. And then Penn State has scored the most at only 29 points per game. Not a lot of scoring going on in this conference. Defensively, Oregon's had the best defense, only 1,200 yards allowed. Worst has been Mike at 2,163. Best pass defense has been Oregon. Nobody's even really close except for Chap. Worst pass defense has been Mike. Best run defense has been Des. And the worst run defense has been Mike at 670 yards. So he's got to get better, just pretty much across the board. I realized that I said the offensive stats backwards. Des is leading in offensive rushing yards, and Mike only has 91 rushing yards this season.
I was just looking at that shit. I couldn't find
Yeah.
it. Shit, I done scrolled 3 times.
Yeah, I said it backwards. All right, well, that makes a lot more sense. Mike only 91 rushing yards this year. Des at 540. Des last in passing yards, though. He said it himself, though. He can't really pass right now. And then finally, the SEC offense. Chapo's had the most yards. Nobody's even close. I'm next closest, and I'm 500 yards behind him.
I'm at 2,200 now, though, after my game. Just want to point that out.
Just want to point that out. Lowest is T. Lou at only 916 so far. Drop way down here, only 1,200 yards. Passing yards, Ike has been last. T. Lou and Drop have not passed the ball well either. And Chapo leads the way with you in second, probably you in first after this game. Rushing yards, T. Lou.
28 rushing yards.
Yeah, T. Lou has ran for 28 rushing yards this season. That comes out to a whopping average of 7 yards per game.
Yeah, I think he got them against me, running with his quarterback.
Yeah. LSU leading the way. Harlem Berry Heisman favorite. No real surprise there. I'm in second. Chapo's averaging 52 points a game, which is crazy. It's not the leader. Kentucky averaging 61.3 points per game thus far this season. And Twan averaging 39 is third. That would lead the Big Ten. That's crazy. Actually, so would Drop's 32.8. Defensively, Kentucky has allowed the least amount of yards at 1133 so far. The most allowed by Vanderbilt. That's not going to get any better after those stats load in. Kentucky with the least amount of passing yards by far, only 671. Next closest is Drop at 848. Vanderbilt's allowed the most. Best run defense is Alabama at only 222, while Ole Miss at 518 leads the way for most giving up. That's going to do it for the stats. I appreciate everybody who tuned in for the predictions video now or who will tune in later. Make sure you update yourself on the rules. We don't have to hand out any suspensions or anything like that. Keep playing your games at a good pace. There's already a couple games being played tonight, so that's good. Hopefully we can keep advancing pretty quick. And everybody have a good night.